Breaking news today. Arsenal are reportedly exploring a surprising and emotional move in the transfer market, with discussions emerging about a possible return for Thomas Partey as part of their evolving squad plans. The midfielder, currently linked with Villarreal CF, could be set for a dramatic comeback to North London if internal talks develop into concrete negotiations. This potential move has quickly become one of the most talked about stories surrounding Arsenal's transfer strategy today. The club is believed to be reassessing its midfield options, and Partey's name has resurfaced as a player who already understands the system, the expectations, and the tactical demands under Mikel Arteta. Sources close to the situation suggest that Arsenal's interest is not just based on nostalgia, but on tactical necessity. With the team aiming to compete at the highest level across multiple competitions, there is a growing recognition that experience, physicality, and positional intelligence in midfield are essential qualities, all of which Partey brings. During his previous spell at Arsenal, Partey was known for his ability to control tempo, break up opposition attacks, and transition the ball effectively from defense to attack. His presence in midfield often provided stability, allowing more attacking players the freedom to push forward. These qualities are now being reconsidered as Arsenal look to strengthen depth and balance in the squad. Internally, discussions are said to be ongoing regarding whether bringing Partey back would be a smart strategic decision. Some within the club believe his experience and familiarity with the Premier League could make him an immediate impact player, especially in high-pressure matches. Arteta is believed to have a clear understanding of what Partey can offer. Having worked with him closely in the past, the Arsenal manager knows how to integrate him into the system and maximize his strengths. This familiarity could reduce adaptation time, making the potential move even more appealing. However, the situation is not straightforward. Villarreal are reportedly monitoring developments closely and are not expected to make any deal easy. If Partey is indeed part of their plans, they will likely demand favorable conditions before considering any transfer discussions. Financial aspects will also play a key role. Arsenal are carefully managing their budget as they pursue multiple targets, and any move for Partey would need to fit within their broader transfer strategy. The club is focused on balancing investment in new talent with the need for experienced players who can contribute immediately. Another factor being considered is squad dynamics. Bringing back a former player can have both positive and challenging effects. On one hand, Partey's leadership and experience could strengthen the dressing room. On the other, Arsenal must ensure that his return aligns with the development of younger midfielders currently in the squad. From a tactical perspective, Partey's potential return could provide Arsenal with more flexibility. He can operate as a defensive midfielder, shielding the backline, or play a slightly more advanced role when needed. This versatility would give Arteta additional options in both domestic and European competitions. Fans have reacted with mixed emotions to the rumours. Some are excited by the idea of seeing Partey back in an Arsenal shirt, remembering his strong performances and influence in midfield. Others are more cautious, questioning whether the club should focus entirely on new signings rather than revisiting past players. Despite the uncertainty, one thing is clear. Arsenal are actively exploring all possible options to strengthen their squad. The inclusion of Partey in current discussions shows that the club is not limiting itself to traditional transfer approaches, but is open to creative solutions that could enhance team performance. Meanwhile, the transfer window remains dynamic, and situations can change quickly. Arsenal's interest in Partey could intensify or fade, depending on other deals, financial considerations, and the player's own preferences.
Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has reportedly addressed the growing speculation surrounding a potential return of Thomas Partey, giving insight into how the club views the midfielder and what role he could play if a deal becomes possible. Behind the scenes, Arteta is believed to have spoken very clearly about Partey's qualities. He reportedly described him as a player who understands the system perfectly, highlighting his tactical intelligence, positional awareness, and ability to control the rhythm of the game. For Arteta, players who already know his philosophy are extremely valuable, especially in high-pressure moments where quick decision-making is critical. Arteta is said to have emphasized Partey's experience as one of the biggest advantages. Having played at the highest level in both domestic leagues and European competitions, Partey brings leadership and composure that cannot easily be replaced. The Arsenal manager reportedly values this kind of profile as the team continues to compete across multiple competitions. However, Arteta has also been realistic in his internal discussions. He is believed to have stressed that any move must make football sense first, meaning it must fit both the tactical structure and the long-term vision of the club. This shows that while he respects Partey's qualities, the decision will not be based purely on past performances or emotional connections. Another key point in Arteta's reported stance is balance. He has spoken about the importance of maintaining the right mix between experienced players and emerging talent. Bringing back Partey would add experience, but it must not block the development of younger midfielders who are part of Arsenal's future plans. In training and tactical planning conversations, Arteta is believed to have pointed out how Partey could improve specific areas of the team. One of these is defensive stability in midfield. Arsenal have at times struggled with protecting the back line under pressure, and Partey's ability to read the game and break up attacks could address that issue. Arteta has also highlighted Partey's ability to transition play quickly from defense to attack. His forward passing and ability to carry the ball through midfield are seen as assets that could help Arsenal regain control in difficult matches. Despite these positives, Arteta has reportedly insisted on careful physical assessment. Fitness and availability are key concerns, and the manager wants to ensure that any returning player can meet the physical demands of his high-intensity system. This shows a cautious but open approach from the Arsenal boss. While Arsenal are exploring this possibility, they are not alone in monitoring Thomas Partey's situation. Several clubs are believed to be interested, creating potential competition for his signature. Villarreal CF are one of the main clubs linked with Partey at the moment. They are reportedly keen to keep or secure him as part of their midfield structure, valuing his experience and ability to control games. Their interest could make negotiations more complicated for Arsenal. Another club that has been mentioned is Juventus. The Italian giants are known for targeting experienced midfielders, and Partey's profile fits their approach. They could offer him a key role in Serie A, which might be attractive depending on his career plans. Atletico Madrid have also been loosely linked with a potential reunion. Given that Partey previously played there, a return could be an emotional and tactical option. The club knows his strengths well, and he understands their system, making this a realistic possibility. Interest from the Middle East has also been reported, particularly from clubs in the Saudi Pro League. These teams often offer strong financial packages, which could influence the situation. While this may not align with Arsenal's sporting project, it adds another layer of competition in terms of financial power. Back at Arsenal, the leadership team is aware of this competition and understands that any move for Partey would require both strategic planning and quick decision-making. The club does not want to be drawn into a complicated bidding situation, especially if financial demands rise. Arteta's role in this process remains crucial. His approval carries significant weight, and his understanding of the player gives Arsenal a unique advantage compared to other clubs. If he strongly pushes for the move, it could accelerate discussions and increase the chances of a deal. However, Arsenal are also keeping alternative options open. While Partey is being considered, he is not the only midfield target. This reflects the club's disciplined approach to transfers, ensuring they have backup plans in case negotiations do not progress. That's latest news today found. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any updates from this channel. Until the next, this channel is yours. Please stay online.